Every morning, millions of older adults unconsciously erect a gauntlet of hidden hazards that dramatically raise their risk of a devastating stroke. You wake up, stretch, and dive headlong into familiar routines, skipping breakfast, downing your first cup of coffee, rushing out of bed, never pausing to consider that each of these innocent habits could be tightening the noose around your arteries. According to the World Stroke Organization, someone suffers a stroke every 2 seconds, and every 6 seconds, one person dies from it. Even more alarming, about 80% of strokes are preventable with simple lifestyle tweaks, especially in those first vulnerable hours after you open your eyes. If you're over 65, what you do or don't do in the first hour of your day can mean the difference between vibrant health and life-altering disaster. Read on to uncover 7 morning mistakes that significantly elevate stroke risk, and learn exactly how to swap them out for safer, brain-protecting habits. At the top of the list is the most commonly celebrated shortcut: skipping breakfast entirely. It's baked into the intermittent fasting craze and praised as an easy way to lose weight. Yet after 8 or more hours without food or water, your blood sugar plummets, and your body floods your bloodstream with stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, to jolt you awake. In normal amounts, these hormones refine your alertness. In excess, they constrict your blood vessels and spike your blood pressure. A landmark 17-year study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that adults who regularly skipped breakfast were 87% more likely to die from cardiovascular diseases, including stroke. Combine this hormonal tightrope act with the fact that your blood is at its thickest first thing in the morning, and you create the perfect conditions for an ischemic stroke, when a clot blocks blood flow to part of the brain. Instead of risking a life-threatening event for a few minutes of time saved, aim to eat a light, balanced meal within an hour of waking. Even a small bowl of oatmeal with berries and nuts, a couple of hard-boiled eggs, or a smoothie packed with spinach, Greek yogurt, and chia seeds will stabilize your blood sugar, relax your vessels, and fuel your body with essential nutrients. Next, up is the universal ritual: grabbing coffee, hot, black, and solo. Coffee is beloved for its kick-starting caffeine and comforting warmth, but the timing and context matter deeply. When you sip a strong brew on an empty stomach, you dehydrate yourself further. Your body is already low on fluids after a night's sleep, and caffeine constricts your arteries, raises your heart rate, and prompts an adrenaline surge. A large-scale study in the European Journal of Neurology revealed that individuals over 60 who began their mornings with only coffee and no water or food faced a 45% higher risk of stroke than those who hydrating first or pairing coffee with a healthy snack. If you also battle high blood pressure, a condition affecting more than half of seniors, this combination becomes a ticking time bomb. To neutralize coffee's dark side, start every morning with at least 1 full glass of water and enjoy your coffee alongside a piece of whole grain toast, a handful of nuts, or some yogurt. This simple pairing dilutes caffeine's dehydrating effect, slows its absorption into your bloodstream, and keeps your cardiac workload in check. The third hidden threat is the lightning-fast leap from bed to breakfast table without pausing to recalibrate. Jumping upright can trigger orthostatic hypertension, a sudden drop in blood pressure that leaves your brain momentarily starved of oxygen. In younger bodies, your system snaps back quickly. In seniors, arteries are stiffer and reflexes slow, so those crucial first seconds of disorientation can cause fainting, falls, and even a surge of compensatory hormones that tighten your vessels further. A 2019 article in the Journal of Hypertension found that older adults who experienced frequent orthostatic episodes had a 54% higher risk of ischemic stroke and a 39% higher risk of hemorrhagic stroke. The fix is deceptively simple. Sit on the edge of your bed for a minute or two after your alarm goes off. Wiggle your toes, stretch your legs, rotate your shoulders, and breathe deeply. Only stand once you feel steady. These few extra moments allow your blood pressure to stabilize gradually, protecting your brain from dangerous pressure spikes. Number 4, on our list of morning traps, is the sweet tooth breakfast. Sugar-laden cereals, pastries, and fruit juices that send your blood sugar on a wild roller coaster. When you consume high glycemic foods first thing, your glucose levels spike. Your pancreas dumps large doses of insulin, and then, especially in older adults with impaired insulin sensitivity, your blood sugar crashes into hypoglycemia. Your body reacts with an adrenaline jolt, narrowing your arteries and stressing your heart. A decade-long study in the journal Stroke followed thousands of participants and found that those who ate breakfasts heavy in sugar had a 44% higher stroke risk than those who chose balanced meals featuring lean protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Over time, excess sugar also accelerates inflammation and plaque buildup in your arteries, marching you toward atherosclerosis and clot formation. To break this destructive cycle, opt for low glycemic breakfasts, steel-cut oats topped with berries, and pecans, avocado toast with a sprinkle of chia seeds, or a veggie omelette with whole grain toast. These nutrient-rich meals release energy steadily, keep your blood vessels calm, and help guard against dangerous blood sugar swings. Habit number 5 may surprise you in its simplicity: missing or delaying your prescribed morning medications. Whether you're on antihypertensives, statins, or anticoagulants, taking those pills on schedule is critical, especially before breakfast. Your body's circadian clock naturally ramps up blood pressure and clotting factors in the early hours, which is why doctors often recommend taking these drugs first thing. A 2020 study in the British Medical Journal tracked over 12,000 seniors and found that skipping their morning blood pressure medication increased their stroke risk by 36%. That very day, blood thinners work the same way. Miss a dose and your blood becomes more prone to clot, heightening the chance of an ischemic event. To eliminate this risk, build foolproof routines, use daily pill organizers, set alarms on your phone, or place medication next to your toothbrush or coffee cup. A consistent, reliable schedule is one of the most powerful defenses against a preventable stroke. The 6th danger zone is dehydration, a stealthy saboteur of vascular health. As we age, our sense of thirst dulls and our bodies hold less water. After hours without fluids, your blood thickens, slowing circulation and increasing the odds of clot formation. Worse, many seniors reach for a diuretic drink, coffee or tea, as their first liquid of the day, compounding the fluid loss. In a 2017 study published in Stroke, even mild morning dehydration correlated with a 34% higher chance of a stroke within 24 hours. Dehydration also triggers a compensatory spike in blood pressure, placing extra strain on delicate arterial walls. Combat this silently mounting threat by making water your very first drink of the day. Keep a glass by your bed, sip it before you move, and repeat after taking your morning pills. You'll kickstart circulation, thin your blood to healthier levels, and stave off the thickened, clot-prone state that primes you for disaster. Finally, the most overlooked and perhaps most shocking morning mistake: intense straining during your first bathroom visit. Constipation is common in seniors, driven by medications, diet changes, and slowed gastrointestinal motility. But when you bear down hard to pass stool, you perform what's known as the Valsalva maneuver. You hold your breath and contract your abdominal muscles, sending blood pressure skyrocketing, often by 40 or 50 points in seconds. For someone over 65 with stiff plaque-ridden arteries, this surge can rupture a vessel in the brain, causing a hemorrhagic stroke, or dislodge a clot that travels to the brain, triggering an ischemic stroke. A 2022 neurology study of over 8,000 older adults found that those who regularly strained hard in the morning had nearly double the stroke risk over 5 years, with the danger peaking in the first 2 hours after waking. The solution isn't embarrassing or extreme. Increase your fiber intake with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Stay well hydrated and incorporate gentle daily exercise, like a short walk, to keep your gut moving naturally. If needed, ask your doctor about safe, non-habit-forming stool softeners, so you never have to resort to extreme straining. These 7 morning missteps: skipping breakfast, drinking coffee alone, rushing out of bed, eating sugary first meals, missing medications, neglecting hydration, and straining in the bathroom, may feel routine, even trivial. Yet each one sets off a cascade of physiological events that make a stroke far more likely, during the hours when your body is already most vulnerable. By transforming your early hours, eating a balanced meal, hydrating first, rising slowly, adhering to medications, choosing low glycemic foods, drinking water before caffeine, and preventing constipation, you can slash your stroke risk by as much as 80%. Tomorrow morning, try it for yourself. Wake, sit up, stretch, drink a glass of water, take any pills you need, enjoy a fiber-rich, protein-packed breakfast, savor your coffee with a side of whole-grain toast, and move gently before standing. Avoid the trap of suddenly straining on the toilet. These modest changes may add minutes to your morning,